Hi everyone. Today we are going to work on the geometry question. Before we proceed to our SAT Math geometry question, we are supposed to learn some prerequisite information. We need to remember the angle theorems. Our first theorem, we are supposed to look for the vertical angles. So if you see like two lines, they are intersecting at a point as you see here. So we are going to have some angles. So for example, this angle and that angle. So these two angles, they are called vertical angles. For example, if that one is x degrees, opposite angle also x degrees. So what we can say for the vertical angles, opposite angles. So another name of this method is the Caesar method. So if you imagine a Caesar and then the opposite angles as you see here, they are congruent angles. So another way to say this, if we just name them with like a number, let's say this angle 1, this angle 2. Simply we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So it is same for the other opposite angle here. These two angles. If this is angle 3, this is angle 4. We can say simply angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So this method is called vertical angles. Let's go to the next one, supplementary angles. So this line L and line S, like they are parallel lines, and there is a transversal line, so intersect both of the parallel lines as you see here. So which angles they are supplemental? If we call this is let me change the color of my marker. So let's say this angle is angle 1, this is angle 2, this is angle 3, this is angle 4, this is angle 5, this is angle 6, 7 and 8. So supplementary angles. So what are the supplementary angles? If for example line L is a straight line, right? So as you see, angle 1 and angle 2, it stays above the straight line. So angle 1 and angle 2, they are called supplementary angles. So if you take notes on the right side, so it is angle 1 and 2, they are supplementary angles. Another one is angle 3 and angle 4, this is under line L, 3 and 4, they are straight. So these are also supplementary angles. Another way to say it for the like line S, so angle 5 and angle 6 is above the line. So 5 and 6 also supplementary angle. Below the line S, we have angle 7 and angle 8. These are also straight. So these are also supplementary angles. So if you take notes to right side, angle 5 and 6 supplementary angles. So what the supplementary angle means? The sum of the angles is equal to 180 degrees. So angle 7 and angle 8 supplementary angles. So we talk about the horizontal. How about the vertical? How about this transversal line? So still like if you check this angle 2 and angle 4, this is still like on the left side of the line, still they are the straight. So angle 4 and angle 2, they are also supplementary angles. So angle 2 and angle 4, it is same below the right side of the transversal line. So angle 1 and angle 3, they are also supplementary angles. So if we go to the below side, here angle 6 and angle 8, they are left side of the transversal line, they are also supplementary angles. And the last one, angle 5 and angle 7, they are right side of the transversal line, they are also supplemental angles. So let me take note here, angle 6, angle 5, not the 6, 5, 6 and 8. We already write the 6 and 5. So we are just talking about the left side of transversal line 6 and 8, 5 and 7 on the right side. 6 and 8, 5 and 7. These are also supplementary angles. So let's go to the last piece of information. It is corresponding angles. So what is corresponding angles? So here the line L and line S, they are parallel lines. Same for their transversal lines like line S and line M also, they are parallel to each other. For the transversal lines, if you name the angles here as the angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. So I would like to stress on the corresponding angles. For here, angle 1 and angle 3, they are corresponding angle because they face to same direction. For the angles above the parallel lines or below the parallel lines, if they face to same direction, they are corresponding angle and they are the same angles. So if you take also the right side, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. This is for the corresponding lines. So let me separate this part for you. So angle 1 and angle 3 corresponding angles. It is same for the angle 2 and angle 4. As you see, they face the same direction and they are below the parallel lines. So angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So if you continue name the angles, let's say this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. So here angle 5 and angle 7, they face to same direction. So it means angle 5 is equal to angle 7. So they face to same direction and they are above the parallel lines. So last one here, angle 6 and angle 8, they the same direction and below the parallel lines, under the parallel lines. So angle 6 is equal to angle 8. So if you continue write the angles, so angle 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So here if you look at here, like angle 5 and angle 10, angle 5 and angle 10, they face the same direction and they are above the parallel lines. So which parallel lines? Line M and line S. So angle 5, angle 10. So angle 5 and angle 10 also corresponding angles. So I'm not going to show each single of them, but simply you can see angle 7 and angle 14, they are corresponding, they face the same direction. Angle 8 and angle 16, they are corresponding. Angle 15 and angle 4 also corresponding angles, they are exactly the same angles. Angle 11, angle 2, they are corresponding as well. So this information is enough. Now let's go to the question now. Alright, so the question is, we have a graph here, line L and line M here, line T and line S here is angle 1, this is angle 2. In the figure above, lines L and M are parallel and lines S and T are parallel. If the measure angle 1 here, so I need to take notes. I recommend you for the geometry always take notes. This angle 35 degrees. What is the measure of angle 2? Where is angle 2? This is angle 2. I am supposed to find angle 2 here. Alright, so how I am able to find the answer right now? So line L and line M, as you see, they are parallel lines. So this is angle 1. And I see angle 1 face to this direction. I have one more angle here. So above the parallel lines, remember for the corresponding angles, this also face the same direction. So they are these two angles above the line L and line M, they face the same direction. It means they are corresponding angles. If they are corresponding angles, they are exactly the same angles. This is 35 degrees. This angle also 35 degrees. Alright, so and then line T and line S, so S and T are parallel as well. So this angle of 35 degrees. How about this angle? So let me use one more angle sign here. So this angle faces to this direction and this angle faces to this direction, and 35 degrees here and this angle under line S and T, they are parallel lines. They are also corresponding angles. If they are corresponding angles, they are same, they are equal angles. This angle 35 degrees, this angle also 35 degrees. Okay, And last thing, so remember supplementary angles. So this is line M. These two angles, they are neighbor to each other and they are above line M. They are on the same straight line. So if they are on the same straight line, they are supplementary angles. What it means? The sum of the two angles here is 180 degrees. So to find this angle, I need to subtract 35 from 180 because they are supplementary. It means sum of them is equal to 180. If I subtract 35 from 180, I will find 145 degrees. So this is 145 degrees. What I am looking for, this is angle 2. So my correct answer for this question is D. Thank you.